My dear brothers and sisters, are you surprised that I call you? Deep inside your mind, do you find my voice familiar? Dear brothers and sisters, I am your own brother Cruz. Today is November 21st. I want to remind you this day for you. Shall those few who sit in mighty power trample our lives? Shall a few tyrants rule over us today as if that is our condition by default? Shall our children run from pillar to post for education and employment? Shall our people run between one political party to the other for just mere living? The beautiful shoreline, our motherland, is eroding. Our motherland is eroding in front of our eyes. The inshore and offshore has no fishery resources. Our brothers are chased away from the deep sea. We are losing control over shore and the sea. There is no one to question these dangerous developments on the coast. 68 years have passed from the day of our great independence. 68 years have passed from the day of our great independence. But has that independence really come to the coast and the children of sea goddess? Even if another 50 years are to pass by, the problems of children of the sea goddess will remain same. Governments may come, governments may go. The problems of the children of the sea goddess will never change. Are you going to be a mere spectator? Oh, you are busy. Yes, you are busy. Myself, my family, and my family's interest. Myself, my family, and my family's interest. You are reducing yourself to a small circle, my brother and sisters. I know what you are doing. My dear brothers and sisters, who are we? Tell me, who are we? And basically, who are we? Do you know what blood is coursing through our veins? Do you know what role we had in the great Sindhu civilization? Do you know the importance of our ancestors in creating great literature and the ancient culture of the Bharat Mata? Our very foundations have been shaken. Yes, my dear brothers and sisters, our very foundations today stand shaken. This is the time for you to open the eye. The ocean that we venerate as our mother and the coastline which we feel deeply at the lap of our mother are being swallowed. And our lands are raided and our wealth are plundered. Our people stand perplexed and depressed with none to voice for their suffering. Our hard-earned fortunes are misused and taken away. We are forced to stand facing the sea and the waters and showing our back to the land. Why? From Nirodi to Palaverkadu and from Haldia to Veravel, this is the condition that is prevailing in our communities. We have lost our collective feelings, my dear. We have lost our collective feelings. Our own children are made to fight against our own children. Our own families are pitted against our families. Our own villages are made to war against our villages. Our own culture is made to oppose our own culture. Our very way of life is made to stand against our very way of life. The pain is not yet over, my dear. Listen more with throbbing ache inside. Our very strength is made to battle against our strength. Our very intelligence is made to conflict against our intelligence. Our very personality today stands antagonizing our personality. We stand today as Pattinavar, Palli, Maraikayar, Nattar, Karayar, Kadayar, Muthirayar, Varadagula Mudali, Sambadavar, Vodakaran, Parvadarajan, Ambarakarar, Maraikayar, Valayar, Paravar, Mukkuvar and whatnot. We stand today atomized and antagonized to each other, my dear. We do not connect with our own brethren of the neighboring states. Can you feel the strained atmosphere? Can you feel the strained atmosphere that surrounds you today? Hear from me a truth, my dear. Nulayar, Timilar, Salar, Umanar are the people of Naidal. Nulayar, Timilar, Salar, Umanar are the people of Naidal. Do you know that from the Sangam days and from the time immemorial, name of our people has been Baradavar. We are not ready to believe our own self, my dear. We are caught in a web of illusion which conceals from us our identity and existence. Our inner intuition knows who we are and what our life, real nature is. You and me are the rightful descendants of this great culture, Bharat Mata. You know that I am not here to provoke you emotionally. I want to repeat it. You know, please understand, I am not here to provoke you emotionally. I am calling you to realize the bitterness of the truth, my dear brothers and sisters. That today you have to unite and arise. Blazing is the compulsion of the times. Not an emotional arousal, but an arousal from our sensibilities is what the present time needs. Arousal from deep within shall completely transform our very basic thinking and thoughts. We ourselves have to prepare our society to move forward egalitarian justice. There is a rental leadership. Which claims as their victory the very plans which threaten us, our lives and livelihoods, my dear brothers and sisters. The magnificent dream that we should be our own rulers. Did not Bharati say that if a single person is deprived of livelihood unjustly, then let us make the very system perish. The Parvatarajan from Yedappadi shall join hands with the Mukkuva from Nirodi, who in turn shall embrace Kadayar from Pamban, who in shall hold hands with the Paravan from Thuthukudi, who in turn shall embrace the Karayar from Tondi, who in shall feel solidarity with the Muttarayan from Mundal, who in turn shall become one with the Pattinavan from Chennai, who in turn shall share the struggle of Nattar from Nagapattinam, who in turn shall tie the bonds of brotherhood with the Maraikayar from Mandapam, who in turn will stand shoulder to shoulder with the Varunakula Mudali from Kadalur. Together we shall stand as one organic unity under one leadership, my dear. And our collective voice from every coastal village and state shall resonate from the earth and reverberate to the very heavens themselves. On that day, the eyes of justice shall look upon us. On that day, the eyes of justice shall look upon us with blessed happiness, my dear. On that day, the children of the sea goddess, we, the children of the sea goddess, shall unite as one and pay our salutations at the feet of Bharat Mata. The bells of freedom shall ring in the nooks and corners of the coastal India. We shall proudly proclaim with rightful pride that we are the children of the sea goddess, are the rightful owners of invaluable and auspicious wealth of coastal India. Dharmam shall prevail then. We will be the rightful guardians of our motherland and nurture the same without the coastal India losing its native fragrance. In this unshakable foundation, my dear, we shall let our coming generations raise and rebuild our nation and unfurl the legendary flag of Bharat Mata. Let New India arise from the huts of fishermen. Let New India arise from the huts of fishermen and the shelters of peasants, as Swami Vivekananda proclaimed. Thank you, my dear.